Do you believe in God? Well, that's the question that Gallup has been putting to Americans for many years now, and we've just updated that. Now, there are, I have to point out at the outset here, many different ways to ask that question. When Gallup first started asking it way back in 1944, in the middle of World War II, it was very simple. Do you believe in God? Gallup also has asked a kind of simple question, do you believe in God or a universal spirit? But since then, Gallup has asked it in some other ways, giving people multiple choices about believe, but not sure whether they believe or not, and so forth. But what we've done this year is gone back and updated some of our long-term trends where the question's very simple. And the bottom line is, asking it either do you believe in God or do you believe in God or a universal spirit, about 92% of Americans say yes. That's down a little. There were times back in history where 96, 98% of Americans said yes to either of the ways of phrasing it that we're talking about now, but not down a lot, by a few percentage points from where we were, and we still have a situation where over 9 out of 10 Americans say yes, they believe in God or they believe in God or a universal spirit. There's some interesting differences, as is usually the case, across population segments. Let me just show you a few of the groups where less than 90% say they believe in God. For example, younger Americans under 30, only 84% say they believe in God. People who live on the East Coast, that's 86%. It's 90% plus in every other region of the country. Americans who have postgraduate degrees, 87% believe in God. All the other education groups, it's 90% or higher. 89% of political independents believe in God. That compares to 90% of Democrats, or, and this can be underlined, 98% of Republicans. And finally, Americans who tell us when we ask, what's your religion, they say, I have no official religious affiliation. 57% say they believe in God. That's not zero, mind you, it's still over half, but way lower than the much higher percents we have for people who actually identify with a religion. Bottom line, at this point in time, 2011, over 9 out of 10 Americans continue to say yes when we at Gallup ask them, do you believe in God? I'm Dr. Frank Newport, Gallup's Editor-in-Chief.